Now, it's not the kind of news that we've all been hoping for, but it is brand new news nonetheless. On Saturday, the U.S. House of Representatives convened to pass legislation that would effectively ban any new recent changes to the United States Postal Service. Now, right from the get-go, you might believe that this will not impact you in any way, good or bad. However, this actually might be beneficial for you, and we'll discuss that a little bit later on in this video. This impacts as many as 80 million Americans' ability to vote by mail for the 2020 November election amid this pandemic. The crux of this bill was to provide an additional $25 billion in funding for the USPS. Now, this should not be confused with another stimulus package. The House only came back from its August recess early to vote on this particular rescue package for the United States Postal Service. $25 billion in funding for the USPS was originally included in a larger virus stimulus package. However, negotiations between House Democrats and Republicans broke down before Congress adjourned on August 7th. In a Saturday press conference, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that she was not in favor of splitting up the Democrat-backed HEROES Act relief package, but that the USPS situation was an emergency and that the bill passed includes additional policy for the USPS that was not found in the HEROES Act. Now, it did pass the House, but it still has to pass the Republican-led Senate, and that's extremely unlikely. But even if this does not pass the Republican-majority Senate, it could still bode well. The reason is because this could jumpstart and restart negotiations that would subsequently come on smaller relief packages, and these packages, or another big package, may or may not include another stimulus check, but it would restart negotiations nonetheless. This has become a very hot-button, political, controversial issue in regards to the post office. The USPS warned election officials in 46 states that mail-in ballots might not be delivered on time. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy had to testify at a House of Representatives committee hearing on Friday and will testify again Monday. So currently, where we are right now, the Delivering for America Act will then be handed off to the Republican majority Senate, and it's unlikely to pass there, like I had said. On Friday, the White House released a statement of administrative policy that said the administration, quote, strongly opposes the passage of the bill, and that if it were to be presented to President Trump, quote, his advisors would recommend that he veto the bill. In addition, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told the Louisville Courier-Journal on Tuesday that the Senate is unlikely to pass a bill that only strictly addresses the USPS. Instead, Senate Republicans are planning on introducing that skinny virus stimulus package that would include $10 billion allocated for the USPS, along with $300 in weekly unemployment benefits, and this is similar to the executive order that was signed by President Trump in the last couple of weeks. We covered this skinny package. If you haven't seen the video on that yet, the link will be down below in the description. McConnell told the Courier-Journal that Saturday's House vote, quote, could open the opportunity for discussion about something smaller than what the Speaker and the Democratic Senate leader were insisting on at that point of impasse. The current controversy with the USPS really started back in June, and this all occurred and started when DeJoy, who's a major GOP donor, took the role of Postmaster General and rolled out a series of cost-cutting measures designed to make the Postal Service more profitable at the behest of Trump. This included cutting overtime, reorganizing the agency's structure, and calling for late-arriving mail to be delivered the next day, which has resulted in a national slowdown of mail. Mail sorting machines and collection boxes have also been removed, fueling doubt that there will be adequate infrastructure to support mail-in ballots for this come November's election. DeJoy had announced on Tuesday that the USPS will not change its retail hours or close mail processing facilities, and mail collection boxes will remain where they are until after the election to, quote, avoid even the appearance of any impact on election mail. Even after speaking with DeJoy, Nancy Pelosi released a statement calling the pause of the changes insufficient. Quote, the Postmaster General frankly admitted that he had no intention of replacing the sorting machines, blue mailboxes, and other key mail infrastructure that have been removed, and that plans for adequate overtime, which is critical for the timely delivery of mail, are not in the works. And explaining in the Senate hearing on Friday that mail volume has dropped in recent years as package volume has grown, particularly during the pandemic, he has no intention, therefore, to bring back the 671 mail sorting machines that have been removed so far because, quote, they're not needed. There will be no changes made to election mail, he added. So what does the Democrat-backed USPS rescue bill actually entail of? The USPS bill that passed on Saturday in the House states that from the time it's enacted until either January 1st, 2021 or the last day of the COVID-19 pandemic, whichever is later, the USPS may not implement or approve any change to its operations or the level of service other than those that went into effect on January 1st, 2020. In addition to the $25 billion of additional funding, changes that would be prohibited if this bill does become law includes the following: any change in the nature of postal services that will generally affect service on a nationwide basis, any revision of service standards, any closure or consolidation of any post office or reduction of facility hours, any prohibition on overtime pay to USPS officers or employees, any change that would prevent the USPS from meeting its service standards or cause a decline in performance, any change that would delay mail or increase the volume of undelivered mail, treating election mail as anything other than first-class mail, even if this requires the service to pay employees overtime, removing, decommissioning, or otherwise stopping mail sorting machines for anything but routine maintenance, removing any mail collection box available to the public, or enacting any rule, policy, or standard that causes a delay in mail delivery to or from a government entity, or instituting any hiring freeze. The bill would also call for the reversal of any policies that hinder mail delivery and for same-day election mail processing. So as I prefaced the video, while you might believe that $25 billion in USPS funding will not help you in any way, shape, or form, this could potentially jumpstart and start to commence negotiations again for the next stimulus package, and that could include another stimulus check. So whether or not you're for this bill, whether or not you want it to pass, this could lead to sped up negotiations and discussions surrounding the next stimulus package. So this could definitely be a good sign. I'll be sure to update you guys on if this package for the USPS does pass, and of course any future packages as well. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure that you give the video a big thumbs up, smash that like button. It will just help with that YouTube algorithm, push it out to more people, and it supports me, so I appreciate when you do that. I make videos almost every single day now covering business, finance, investing, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. I also do the stimulus package and check updates. So if any of those niches appeal to you, if you like the sound of any of those, be sure that you do click that big red button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as well, so you're notified every single time I make a new video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.